He's Bill Ryder, and he's Ryder than you.
The program Ryder than you, sometimes.
He's a fan.
I love sports so much.
He's in your face.
I will destroy those obnoxiously arrogant, clueless, tone-deaf superstars who are marginal players, good players, who made careers, who think they're Hall of Famers.
He's nice.
I promise, we're nice here.
He's humble.
I think I'm pretty good if you're on the show about admitting if I got it wrong.
Live from Los Angeles, here's Bill Ryder.
Not going to be nice, not going to be humble on today's I Told You So Thursday program. What is going on? As always, if you are listening to the show on Apple or Spotify or another one of those phenomenal, fabulous podcast distributors and players, and you've got an ad, great. If that's how you like it, perfect. I think it was it Chevy jeans somebody told me the other day, or Chevron? I don't know. If you're looking for jeans or gasoline and this helps, we love that. You can also go to billryder.substack.com, billryder.substack.com. You can get an ad-free version of the show. If you pay to subscribe, if you upgrade, you can watch the program. So let's say that yesterday's show, that was behind a paywall. Andy Roddick is asked whether somebody can emerge to challenge Alcaraz or Sinner in the years ahead. You'll get his answer, but if you saw his face, you go, oh, bleep, no one's coming. No one's coming. So you get the added benefit of seeing guys like TGS, Two Girls Stew, Stuart Kovacs, who will be here in a moment. And you can also upgrade to pay to get some of the extra shows. I think tomorrow's show, we're going to do, I think, a mailbag show. We'll do Bum of the Week. We might talk some soccer. That'll be behind a paywall. So, look, the show's called Ryder Than You. It's a play on my name. I didn't come up with the name. I sometimes grimace when I think about it or say it out loud. When socially at dinner parties, people ask me what the name of my show is, I'm very embarrassed, but it's accurate. I mean, to credit to the old bosses, it is true. I told you that Doc Rivers was going to be a disaster. I told you that Doc Rivers was going to cost the Milwaukee Bucks potentially Giannis Antetokounmpo. I told you they weren't going to win anything. And everybody, when I wrote my initial columns back when Doc Rivers, as a consultant, advised to help his protege, Adrian Griffin, that the right move was to fire Adrian Griffin. Hey, Brutus, where's Caesar? And install himself, Doc Rivers, as the head coach. I let you know when I was a columnist at CBSSports.com and on this show when it was a national radio show, not the greatest podcast you ever heard on the face of the earth. I let you know that it wasn't going to work. In fact, I think the first line of the column that I wrote about Doc's arrival, his coup in Milwaukee, was it was going to be an utter and total disaster. And that is where the blame rests. That is the fact behind the news, and we didn't talk about it yesterday because I had Andy Roddick on the show, that Giannis Antetokounmpo reportedly is open to a trade, but he hasn't requested one, but he said his agents can do whatever they want. I mean, this is such mealy-mouthed word salad games. Giannis wants out. And I wrote a year and a half ago that people across the NBA thought this was coming. And we can talk about where he should go. The Warriors and the Heat make a lot of sense. I had reported a year and a half ago he wanted to go to New York or Miami. Now, then it was Brooklyn. Now it probably is the Knicks. That would make more sense. We can talk about whether or not if you're a non-competitive market that has the cap room, think a place like Atlanta, there's a lot of sort of mediocre and bad teams and or markets. Do you take a shot on Giannis? He's under contract for another, year and a half, and then has a player option.